Hello, Julia. Great question, topic, thank you. The question was how to see the light in individuals that are difficult or might even be perceived as being ignorant or unkind or unpleasant. But either way, the general question is, how do we see the light in them? Well, a lot of different ways you could look at it. But really, in this grand funhouse, it always comes back to us, though, really. So even what you're seeing is just a perception. It doesn't mean there's no truth by it. If somebody's doing a lot of despicable things, or right openly in front of you or to you, and this is just how they've been for a long time, they're doing lots of stuff, yeah, you can't help but notice that. And we do tend to judge, of course. Actually, we judge like crazy. The best we can do is move away towards that. We can't never judge, but what we can do is not hold on to them. So we can start to catch ourselves and loosen the grip. So when we hold on to these judgments, that's when we're really terrible to each other, the planet, everything. So right from the start, try to loosen your judgment, because if you're of anything, and then that will help too when you start to cross the paths of these people. You won't be quite as judgmental. You'll still do it a little bit, but you won't be so ready to hold on and say, this person's immoral, or, whatnot. So trying to let go in judgment is always wise. Try to loosen the grip. Judgment is it's it's like a straitjacket if you let it be. But it doesn't have to be. So, yeah, try to loosen up on your judgments. Let go of ones you can. Realize that we're never really seeing this. Even if we think we know some real well, we're not seeing all. Only they truly know what they're going through. Only they know all the parts. And it's their expression. So who are we to tell another person how to live their life? We want to be totally free. All of us. There's not a human on the planet that doesn't want to be free. So ironically, though, we keep imposing and trying to control others in one way or another, or control our experience. So that all, once we can really do a lot of work, that will help, because it's hard enough anyway. Some people are really, in your face and wham. So if we can do that, that just makes it easier to see the light in them. And just self-love. The more you love yourself, the easier it is to see the light in them. You just do. So practically, like I said, you can make the choice and work on letting go of judgments and stuff like that, and holding on to solid ideas and concepts. Play with them, but when we hold on to them, we become dangerous. They become weapons. Be it spirituality, religion, philosophy, morality. It doesn't matter what it is. It's good to never hold on to anything too tight. So you can work on those things practically, and then just always with everything, self-love. The more you love yourself and become deeper with it and happy with yourself, and just happy with life in general, and in living in the now, and being more peaceful, and returning into stillness. When you do all these things that work for you, and you'll find your own way, but the deeper you go into self-love, the easier it will be. It'll be a little harder in your interpersonal circles. Family can take a little longer. Relationships. You'll see it with more. You'll just naturally see that you'll be able to see the light in general in most people a lot easier as time goes on. The more you love yourself, the more you let go of judgment. It takes a little more effort, a little harder when we're right in the thick of things and it's in our own personal lives, but it'll come too. So basically, things you're probably all you're already doing to an extent. So just do what feels right to get you through it, I guess, for lack of a better way to say it. So Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just do, and you will. You do even you don't realize you do sometimes. You know, it could be that big jerk you work with and whatever, and then there's that one day you see them in a different light. You know, could be they're going through a hard time, or could be you caught them in their best, highest self, and you never saw that side before, or whatnot. It could be different things, but we see it anyways. We just often cherry pick as we're creating our stories. Sometimes we'll miss things about people because we're just cherry picking this part and looking for evidence. You go, yeah, I knew that's what that person was all about. So again, engaging in judgment and ideas and concepts and perceptions. So just love yourself. You'll more and more see the light, because you won't feel as separated. So the more whole you feel, the more you'll naturally see the light in others. You'll see yourself. You'll feel more connected to everything. So it's going to be much easier to see the light in them, because you're going to feel like you're them. So again, self-love is the number one thing. Self-love. Love yourself. That person is you anyways. We're all connected. We really are. It's not just a religious or philosophical or spiritual, you know, even in science, everything's pointing towards it. Everything's connected. So you are that person in so many ways. So yeah, just self-love, and the rest will keep working itself out, and you'll just naturally start to see the light, because it's there. Even in the person we think that is, you know, some might say is the most evil person on the planet doing the most evil things, hey, they're still, you know, hugging their dog, or, you know, loving their spouse, or, you know, doing something, or doing artwork, or, you know, who knows, but there's light in them. There's light in all of us. The expression can get dark. The expression can get distorted from our perception, but I mean, that's just their experience. There's no rules here. So the light is in everything, everyone and everything. So it's there. So you'll see it more and more naturally. So just focus back in on you, and the rest will reveal itself. Great question.